A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway, Chapter 32. Lying on the floor of the flat car with the guns beside me under the canvas, I was wet, cold, and very hungry. Finally, I rolled over and lay flat on my stomach with my head on my arms. My knee was stiff, but it had been very satisfactory. Valentini had done a fine job. I had done half the retreat on foot and swum part of the Tagliamento with his knee. It was his knee, all right. The other knee was mine. Doctors did things to you, and then it was not your body anymore. The head was mine, and the inside of the belly. It was very hungry in there. I could feel it turn over on itself. The head was mine, but not to use, not to think with, only to remember, and not too much remember. I could remember Catherine, but I knew I would get crazy if I thought about her when I was not sure yet I would see her, so I would not think about her. Only about her a little. Only about her with the car going slowly and clickingly, and some light through the canvas, and my lying with Catherine on the floor of the car. Hard as the floor of the car, to lie not thinking only feeling, having been away too long. The clothes wet and the floor moving only a little each time, and lonesome inside and alone with wet clothing and hard floor for a wife. You did not love the floor of a flat car, nor guns with canvas jackets and the smell of vaselined metal, or a canvas that rain leaked through, although it is very fine under a canvas and pleasant with guns. But you loved someone else, whom now you knew was not even to be pretended there. You seeing now very clearly and coldly, not so coldly as clearly and emptily. You saw emptily, lying on your stomach, having been present when one army moved back and another came forward. You had lost your cars and your men as a floor walker loses the stock of his department in a fire. There was, however, no insurance. You were out of it now. You had no more obligation. If they shot floor walkers after a fire in the department store because they spoke with an accent they had always had, then certainly the floor walkers would not be expected to return when the store opened again for business. They might seek other employment, if there was any other employment and the police did not get them. Anger was washed away in the river along with any obligation, although that ceased when the carabinier put his hands on my collar. I would like to have had the uniform off, although I did not care much about the outward forms. I had taken off the stars, but that was for convenience. It was no point of honor. I was not against them. I was through. I wished them all the luck. There were the good ones, and the brave ones, and the calm ones, and the sensible ones, and they deserved it. But it was not my show any more, and I wished this bloody train would get to Mestre, and I would eat and stop thinking. I would have to stop. Piani would tell them they had shot me. They went through the pockets and took the papers of the people they shot. They would not have my papers. They might call me drowned. I wondered what they would hear in the States. Dead from wounds and other causes. Good Christ, I was hungry. I wondered what had become of the priest at the mess, and Rinaldi. He was probably at Pordenone, if they had not gone further back. Well, I would never see him now. I would never see any of them now. That life was over. I did not think he had syphilis. It was not a serious disease anyway if you took it in time, they said. But he would worry. I would worry too if I had it. Anyone would worry. I was not made to think. I was made to eat. My God, yes. Eat and drink and sleep with Catherine. Tonight, maybe. No, that was impossible. But tomorrow night, and a good meal and sheets and never going away again except together. Probably have to go damned quickly. She would go. I knew she would go. When would we go? That was something to think about. It was getting dark. I lay and thought where we would go. There were many places.